GN or GN for you tunes tuning in. Ladies and gentlemen, degenerates, diamond handers, everybody in between. Welcome back to the Door Show! Presented to you by the Diamond Hand Media Group and brought to you as always in partnership with the Respected Rhinos Club. Follow them at Respected Rhinos on Twitter and follow the aforementioned Diamond Hand Media Group at the DHM Group on Twitter. And follow your boy, your humbled, honored, and clearly always hyped host, Colton Cap and Colt Soroka. You see it right down there at Cap and Colt. Give me a follow on the Bird app and follow all of those previous aforementioned social medias. Can't thank you enough for choosing to stop by, hang out with your boy. Today's special guest of the day joining us in about 29 minutes from now and do our own research together. Now, my friends, before we do any of that, a couple of items I need you to do for me. Item number one, please, if you could be so kind, to take a quick second to smash that subscribe button on whatever platform you are currently ingesting the Door Show on right now. If you are watching on YouTube, might as well hit that notification bell down there as well so you never miss the start of a live show or any additional content dropping here on this channel like blowing smoke. The first official episode with all 5 members of the Diamond Hand Media Group live on this channel tonight and every other Monday henceforth at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time till 12 p.m. a.m. Actually, 12 a.m. Eastern. No, 12 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Also, 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. If you're watching on the Bird app, slide on over to YouTube. But before you do, hit that follow button, hit that notification bell, and then come on over yonder so you never miss any of the Diamond Hand Media social media content. Or if you are
listening to the podcast on your favorite podcast directory, make sure you hit that subscribe button or that follow button right here and right now as the audio of every single episode releases after each live show is complete.
Next item up on deck, you can be so kind, you can find it in your heart to do so. Guess I should have checked my mics before a little hot here today. I guess I should have checked before I went live on the show. If you can be so kind and find it in your heart to do so, maybe hit that other like button, maybe hit the retweet button, leave me a comment, leave me a rating, jump on over yonder in the live chat if you are watching on YouTube. Not on Twitter, it doesn't work. Come over to YouTube. Couple key reasons, 3 to be exact. Number 1, that's how we start every single show, by jumping over to that live YouTube chat and saying, chat and saying, hey, hi, hello to all the members of the Diamond Hand fam live in prime time right over yonder. Number 2, it is how me and you stay in constant contact throughout the duration of the entire show. And number 3, it is how me and not me and actually, no, it is just how I can't enter in. You enter into the Daily Door Show giveaway of the day by simply commenting the secret phrase of the day in the YouTube live chat that will be released momentarily. Last but certainly not least, if you could be so kind as to hit that share button. Send this on over to your brothers, your sisters, your mothers, your fathers, your aunts, your uncles, your friends, your enemies, neighbors, people who live on the opposite side of the damn globe as you, but you would refer to as a good old-fashioned diamond hander. Somebody who could use a little bit of knowledge and insights about the Web3 and NFT space about the time from time to time, and they can handle the ups and downs of the market. Little tongue-tied this morning. We'll get through it, ladies and gentlemen, but can't thank you enough for stopping by, doing all of those aforementioned things. It only helps me make the Diamond Hand Media Group, all the boys supporting the Diamond Hand Media Group and making content there, and the Door Show bigger and better for each and every one of you. Woo! 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 All right, let's rock and roll. It's showtime. Episode 84, my friends, or 84, my friends. Whichever way you're looking there. I think that was the right way. That's the right way on your screen. How you doing? How's it going? Happy Monday, everybody. Hope you're doing spectacular. Before we dive into anything here, I got a new little segment to open up the show. New couple of little things. Let's start the show the only way we know how, by saying, hey, how you doing? To the members of the live YouTube chat. What's going on, everybody in there right now? We got my main man, Alan. What's up? Hella Pro LFG, you rock, bro. Nah, you making moves. You're doing big things in the space. Appreciate you. The Good Dog Club as well. His other shout out to Alan's his business and his NFT project has some massive stuff coming up. Make sure you follow them on Twitter. The Good Dog Club, ladies and gentlemen. Supernova Tech. Speaking of a dope ass project, check them out at Supernova Tech. Also, follow my man Tom Barraza behind the account at Tommy B as well. Or maybe it's Dad Daddy now. Who's to say, who's to know? As well as Baby Lungs Bree. We appreciate all of you guys. GM to you, my friend. Thank you for being here. Appreciate the hell out of you. Mama Bear, GM. Good to see you. Hope you're doing spectacular down there. Love you. Appreciate you. Thank you for always being here. Voodoo, what's up, baby? Good to see you. Meeting's taking over today at work. Hey, no big deal, man. We'll be here. We ain't going nowhere. GM to you. No problem. Real life happens, my man. What's up, Wendy? Hey. Little peace, love, and positivity to you too. GM. Thanks for stopping by. I love you too, Tommy B. Appreciate the hell out of you, brother. Okie dokie, artichokes. A little bit light here on the start. Shit. I'm looking up here at the shit. A little bit light. Hey, like this, retweet this, share this shit out. Fucking subscribe. I don't know. Maybe people are scared. Maybe people are worried. Maybe when we get to the first segment or first item on Word on the Chain, people are just done. People are leaving. Well, I don't have the option. I ain't fucking leaving. I ain't going nowhere. So, hey, while everybody dips out, says goodbye, starts selling all their assets, flooring all their items, I cement my ass deeper into this seat and I say, come on. Hey, what's Moxie? That's Moxie. Now, let it go to 3 digits. Fuck, let it go to 2 digits. You think I'm joking? You think that I will shut this down for a half a second if Ethereum goes to 2 digits? No, not for a half a second. Not for a half a minute. We'll keep giving NFTs away. We'll keep giving ETH away. We'll keep doing all this shit because that's how bullish I am on this here space. And I got stuff to talk about at the beginning of Word on the Chain that I am so ecstatic about. But before we get into that, your secret phrase. Hey, Gomez, what's up, baby? GM. Your secret phrase of the day, my friends, courtesy of old Grandolph, the decrepit retired wizard himself, for October 10th, 2022. Once again, hashtag, you're baking me crazy. Hashtag, you're baking me crazy. You don't have to put the apostrophe in between the U and the R, as you can see. Too much work. Just spell it correctly, though. Youre, baking me crazy. You're baking me crazy. You're baking me crazy is your secret phrase of the day. Hashtag, you're baking me crazy. Doesn't have to be capitalized, just has to have the hashtag and be all in a line. But that's all I got for there. A couple of things as you guys are entering that in, and before we get into the first segment of the day. Happy Canadian Thanksgiving to all of our Canadian viewers out there. I know we have a lot of Canadian fam. Pardon me 1 second. A little sippy sip. Good morning, Deezy. I see you popping in the chat as well. What's up, brother? Happy Canadian Thanksgiving, Dr. J, for sure. I know I'm missing a lot of Canadians' finest, Canada's finest. Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love. Oh, fuck. Happy Canadian Thanksgiving. No disrespect to Canada. I love you guys. Love everybody. Where the oaks and maples grow. Love all of you guys. Happy Canadian Thanksgiving. Oh, Jared and NFT Mama. Like, hey, shout out to all you guys. Misfit Yacht Club, NFT Mama. Yeah, love you guys. Hope you're having a great Canadian Thanksgiving. Also, how about word of the day? I'm going to start bringing word of the day to this here show. If you weren't in second breakfast, you won't know. But the first word of the day, we got 2. It's going to be 1 usually, but we got 2 today. So put a parenthesis, S parenthesis. First one, frozen water crouton. I can't even say it. Frozen water croutons. Yes, that's right. Frozen water croutons, also known as ice cubes. Somebody could be so kind as to put the definition in there. Frozen water croutons are ice cubes. I will never call ice cubes again. From now on, frozen water croutons. Number 2, your word of the day. Thank you, Naked Z, for the first word of the Z. Yeah, of the day. We appreciate you, good sir. Second word of the day. Bombinating. 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 To make a sustained murmuring sound similar to a buzz or drone. From Greek bombos, meaning imitation of a deep, hollow sound. The air conditioner was bombinating, if you would like it used in a sentence. Bombinating, your second word of the day. I enjoyed that. I think we're going to bring that to the show. But my friends, your secret phrase of the day, hashtag you're baking me crazy. Probably what I'm doing to each and every one of you right now. It's time to get into the first segment of the day. Mis compadres.
Word on the chain.
Why do you guys tune into this show? I couldn't find the fucking transition button over on my screen. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? But hey, we're here now. Everything's all good. Ladies and gentlemen, officially, welcome in to Word on the Chain, presented to you by Coffee Labs Roasters, the only coffee that the Diamond Hand fam drinks around here. Sipping on the Witch's Brew today. Forgot. Didn't bring the bag with me, as I should have. You can see, not over here. You can't see, but I'll tell you, not over here. Witch's Brew in the cup. Gonna start flexing some new cups. I mean, not that my PLP cup isn't just spectacular, but you know, I gotta use a couple different ones from here, time to time. So that's neither here nor there. But you're gonna see some new dazzling cups. If you're sipping on the Black Elixir of the Gods, as I still am right here, right now, take your sip. Cheers to you. Be safe so I don't dump it all over my computer. I'll be right back. Ooh! Ooh! Hello? Oh, hi, Matilda. Well, hello. She says hello, in case you can't. Anything else you want to say? Okay, sounds good. She says, take the Kansas City Chiefs on the spread tonight. That's going to be your best bet of the year. Woo, she's a gambling cat. Get your hands on some Coffee Labs Roasters by going to this episode's description. Super easy. Code DMND. Diamond. No. Delta. Magma. Nelly. Delta. DMND. And radio. Oh, why do you watch this show? We'll get you 10% off all of your orders on CoffeeLabsRoasters.com. Shout out Naked Z and all the Coffee Labs family for keeping this guy clearly and all of the Diamond Hand fam heavily caffeinated. Don't go buy some bullshit. Buy yourself some Coffee Labs Roasters. Word on the chain has it. Actually, whoops. Actually, yeah. Word on the chain has it. Item number one. Your current Ethereum and Bitcoin prices, brought to you courtesy of CryptoBoobers.com. Let's see here. Make sure I got that up. All right. Nothing major to report, but I still will anyway. In the one spot, numeral uno, Bitcoin $BTC. Price per of 19,164. Current market cap of 367 billion. 24-hour volume of 24 billion. Down 0.5% on the hour, down 1.7% on the day, and down 1.2% on the week. Ethereum in the two spot, $ETH, current price per of $1,301 market cap of 160 billion, 24-hour volume of 8.2 billion. Oof, sheesh. Hour down 0.5%, down 1.8% on the day, and down 1.5% on the week. The entire market is red, my friends. Don't be scared. Don't be worried. But if you're like me, you will notice that shit is down. People are scared. But hey, that's okay. What do I have to do? Just turn up the fucking goofiness and we will keep going through this bear market. Flow, let yourself go. Slow and low. That is the tempo. Hey, slow and low. That is the tempo. Hey, current price per of $1. City foe. $1.64 USD. Market cap of $1.7 billion, 24-hour volume of 29 million, down 0.5% on the hour, down 3.5% on the day, and down 1.3% on the week. Hey, market might be down, kids. Market might be down, but the vibes are high on this side of the screen. Hope the vibes are high on your side of the screen. A couple items before, or if they're not, we'll just work on getting them turned around for you. A couple items here before we get into the second item. So a couple sub items on the first item before we get to the second item. There we go. DCA. We said DCA if you tuned into the second breakfast today. And also it's, hey, what's up, Bab Creative? What's up, NFT 420? Dr. J, happy Canadian Thanksgiving. Good morning. Good morning. Good to see all you guys. GMGA. You guys are amazing. Appreciate the hell out of you guys. DCA. In case you don't know what that means dollar cost averaging. So me and Travis have talked about it a lot on Token Tuesdays before. Where let's say, for instance, you bought in at a coin. This is just the easiest way for sake of math. You bought in a coin at $1,000, right? Then then it drops heavy, drops to 500, right? So if you do 1,000 plus 500 divided by 2, 750. Just wanted to, I'm not good at math when I'm on the show. I just wanted to make sure I said, before I said 750 and somebody made fucking fun. Oh, good, that's stupid. I just, 750. All right. So now you've dollar cost averaged down to when it goes up to 750, you're now breaking even. Instead of you have to rip the entire climb up to 1,000. So you originally bought in at 1,000, drops hard at 500, you buy back in at 500, and then it slow trickles up to 750, right? So you dollar cost averaged. You averaged down, or you can also average up, but let's not even get into averaging up and averaging down. That's just DCA. If you hear anybody say DCA, dollar cost averaging, that's all they're doing. They're limiting their risk a little bit by buying back in. Now, might buy into looks rare. Might have some issues. Might keep going down. Please, Jeff Matthews, don't keep buying looks rare token. But just some things to think about. And OpenSea, just so you know, like everything is down. Everything is dead. Don't tweak out. OpenSea saw $8.4 million in volume yesterday. That is the lowest volume day in 15 months. Stop. Just don't worry. Like, shit is going to get a whole lot worse before it gets any better. And I'm still showing up, smiling. Hey, smile. We're alive. We're 6 feet above the fucking ground. We're not dead. We don't. Hey, look, you have the audacity to bitch and moan and whine and complain. Is your fucking house getting bombed right now? Is your family getting ripped from your arms because of some fucking war in your backyard? Is there just fucking whack, 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 whack. Is that shit going on in your backyard? No, I didn't think so. You got the privilege to sit your fucking silver spoon cereal bowl eating ass in that comfy chair of yours, fucking watching my dumb ass talk about a fake fucking internet. Web3 doesn't even exist, and stupid fucking JPEGs, and you got the audacity fucking sit there. This fucking market sucks. Everything's so fucking bad. Shut the fuck up. You ain't dying. Your family ain't dying. You better, come on. I ain't speaking to falsehoods. And if you got a problem with what I'm saying, you ain't thinking clearly. I apologize. Might have lost a couple of fans right there. Might have lost a couple of viewers. But I'm spitting straight facts, straight heat. Let me bring it down. Let me bring it down. I apologize. My apologies. Word on the chain has it. Item number 2. Ooh, I got pictures. You guys ready? Hold on, let me move this over here. Pictures. Let me get this up real quick. If you did not see my friends last week, at the end of last week, maybe it was even the weekend. I don't know. Frank in the DGods NFT collection officially announced that they will be going to 0% royalties. They will be moving that as well for tubes and utes, but this is directly from Frank. Maybe we get Frank on this show at some point in time. That'd be pretty interesting. We are updating DGods, tubes, and utes all to 0% royalties. We still believe that royalties are an incredible use case of NFTs. We will continue to support creators that want to find solutions to enforce royalties. We believe this is the best decision for our business at this time. It's about time we take a new approach. Go down that rabbit hole as far as you want to, but my opinions are and everybody's got opinions, so what the hell do they matter? But my opinions, how the fuck does this space survive without royalties? Like, what do you do? Just keep coming up with new collections that further and further get less and less in value? Like, Darlene said it on the show on last Wednesday. Has there ever been a secondary collection that has outpaced the primary? No, not that I can think of. And 90% of those secondary collections go to zero. And it's just, or damn near close to it, because there's not the volume. There's not, the projects move too damn fast. Like, I don't know. Some projects, yeah, for sure, it makes sense. But some projects, they just move too fast. They drop a coin and this and that, and Metaverse Land, and we're doing this and that. And it's like, I don't even think we've seen another official bottom yet. But I'm not saying that they need to be fucking 50% royalties. I'm not saying they need to be 10% royalties. Shit, 7.5 sometimes is like, but know that going in, what the royalties are, what you're going to end up paying if you do get involved with these projects. And what do I mean by that? If you haven't sold an NFT, I highly challenge you to sell an NFT, because it will teach you how much you do lose in gas fees, in royalty fees, all of that shit. You're thinking, oh, I got this big bag coming in. Next thing you look at your wallet and you're like, did I click on a bad link? Did I get scammed? Whoa. Let me go check revoke cash. Let me go check Etherscan. No, I'm good. Everything's fine. You just don't realize it. So just some things to think about. I just firmly believe that without royalties, how does the project stay afloat? How does the project make money? It's not just about creators making money. How do you want a project to continue to make money? I can't answer that question. I don't understand. I don't. Word on the chain has it. Item number 3. Franklin. Franklin has 61 apes, or I think it's 61. I don't know. Hey, shout out Franklin. Would love to have you on the show sometime. Finally got the follow from you, bro. Shout out to you, man. If you're watching, doubt you are, but if you are in any capacity, hey, one of the goofiest shows on the internet. Would love to have you on. Be pretty fucking dope to chop it up with you sometime. You ain't even got a docs. You ain't even got fucking docs. That's a common misconception about the door show. People think you got a door docs. No, you got a door docs. You just got to show up at the door. You can pee door. You can pee at the door. You can just keep your pee right on at the door. Just pee right at the door. How about that? There you go. Hot diggity damn. But my man Franklin had his profile and his NFT featured at a university. I believe it was Harvard. I don't know. That's the word that's going around. Either way, fucking massive. If you didn't hear me on Second Breakfast this morning, I will briefly just touch on it for anybody that didn't hear. But I started college in 2014. I was a freshman in 2014, and one of the first classes that I took, business related, I have a bachelor's degree in business management and entrepreneurship. One of the most expensive pieces of paper I own, but roll birds, baby! The Illinois State University will forever appreciate those 4 years of my life. One of the first class I took was Business 101. Obviously, bingo. My Karen Smith, I actually still talk to my professor via LinkedIn on the regularly. Shout out Karen Smith. Appreciate you so much. Wow. Hell of a woman. Woo! Hell of a fucking woman. Shout out Karen Smith. Fuck. But I was a real troublemaker in her class. If you couldn't tell. But she saw something in me. I'll be damned. Shout out to you. Fuck. Shout out to you, Karen. But we were talking about the Internet of Things and interoperability and connectedness and the cloud and all of this shit that now is just, it's common. It's what we do. It's what we know, right? It's all we know. Like, it's our internet. There's no Web 2, Web next, right? It's all Web 3 is. And we were learning about all of that shit, and I had this idea that retail was dead. I've been thinking that retail's dead since like about 2014 when I was like learning about business. I'm just like, this doesn't make sense anymore. But how do you fix it? How do you change it? What's the solution? And I always thought, oh, you go somewhere and then you pick something out and some drone will airdrop some shit to you. Well, enter the metaverse. You go into the metaverse, you shop somewhere. Fucking by the time you get out of the metaverse, the drone drops something at your door. And they're literally learning about shit that is just barely coming out, but people think it's real taboo. Just like the cloud back in 2014. Oh, I got to show my shit on the cloud. What the fuck? Oh. Same thing. It's the same thing. We're early. Just remember, just a subtle reminder. And it made me really excited to see that. But a couple other things. There's nothing major going on, so I'm glad I could be a little windy there for a little while. Word on the chain has it. Item number 4. I wanted to give you a little bit of a Decentraland update. Decentraland is down to 38 daily users per day per a recent Coinbase report or CoinDesk report. I apologize. That is down from a peak user base, daily user base of 675. That now number is down as of yesterday to 19 daily users. 19 daily users of Decentraland right now. Why do I mention that? Everything is dead. Everything is dead and in the red. So please, for the love of Gingy, stop freaking out. Stop worrying. It's going to get worse before it gets any better. Everything is down. But if you make the right plays, GN Degens, or apparently Axie Infinity, they're up. Axie Infinity up to 22,000 active users in their last 24 hours as of yesterday. So maybe not everything is dead. Everything's pretty close to dead, but maybe not everything is dead. Who's to say? Who's to know? But damn, Decentraland down to 19 active users per day. Word on the chain has it. Item number 5. Texas University QB quarterback, their quarterback of their football team, has launched an NFT campaign. I know his last name's Ewers. I don't know why I didn't write down his first name. I just freaking blanked. Ewers. That's why I need a producer or somebody looking stuff up. Like Joe Rogan has young Jamie. You know, I need a young Jamie. You know what I'm saying? Hey, whoa, I got a futon right here. Like shit. You could even sleep on a Nah, you can't sleep on a futon. I was thinking if I could build you a room or something. I don't really got room for that at the old facility. Maybe one day. But hey, that'd be fucking cool. Somebody in the facility or in the, hey, either way, he's 19 years old and he's partnered with Metabilia to launch this NFT campaign. The drop is going to bring him roughly $1 million upon sellout. Why do I mention this? Well, it adds to his NIL deal. And his total NIL deal now, which is name, image, and likeness, NIL, that deal, all of his combined deals roughly total up to $4 million right now. Wow. If I could have played football and made $4 million in college, that would be absolutely electric. Do not blame not one of these kids for taking advantage of it. Now, I do believe proper financial literacy is required, or else that $4 million can be gone just like that. And who knows if they make it past the collegiate level, so it could create more problems than good, but so far, not too bad. Why do I mention all of that? Sports, music, gaming. Sports, number 1. It's what I always talk about. Sports, music, and gaming. Those are the 3 that I believe are going to send this space to the doggone moon. And I say sports because of how many different avenues there are. So, college sports, for crying out loud, that's not even professional, and you should see the Looney Tunes at Longhorn Stadium. Oh, well, don't want to piss off that fan base. Horns up. You're not Looney Tunes. I apologize. I sincerely apologize. I did not mean that. I'm just speaking. Sometimes I just speak on this show. Okay, I apologize. But I mean, professional. All the different leagues, all the different stuff. Sure, ticketing is great, but ticketing is one aspect of sports. Sports has so much fantasy, gambling, entertainment levels as far as what's in the stadium. What could you hold in it? Don't even want to go down that rabbit hole, but just wanted to mention it. Mr. Ewers launching that NFT campaign with Metabilia. A couple more things as our guest of the day has joined us, so going to be super excited to bring him on here very shortly. But word on the chain has it. Item number 6. The OpenSea CFO has officially stepped down. Brian Roberts was only in the position since December of 2021, and he's already stepped down. Said per a LinkedIn post that he'll be an advisor to OpenSea and, quote, I remain incredibly bullish on Web3 and especially OpenSea. Then why are you leaving? Okay, Brian, sounds good. Hey, as always, open up the rabbit hole. Dive in if you want, my friends. Word on the chain has it. Item number 7. Dapper Labs has officially placed a ban on Russian users. They are doing this to stay in line with new EU, that is European Union, sanctions on the country due to its aggressiveness nature towards Ukraine. Previous holders of Dapper Labs products can still view their NFTs, but they can't do jack shit with them. Buy, sell them, trade them, do nothing. So, unfortunately, Jeff Matthews, all of our Russian friends are not going to be able to let it flow. Let your stuff go. Slow and low. That is the tempo. But I wanted to just let you know. And I got a couple other things, but I'll add them to tomorrow's. Let me circle them. I'll add them to tomorrow's word on the chain because I want to get to our special guest of the day. So I got to get better at tossing that doggone thing. All right, my friends, before we move on to the second segment of the day, secret phrase of the day, my friends. If you haven't seen it in the live chat already, October 10th, 2022. Hashtag, you're baking me crazy. Hashtag, you're baking me crazy. You don't have to put the apostrophe, but you do got to spell it correctly. Hashtag, you're baking me crazy. Y-O-U-R-E, baking me crazy in the YouTube live chat. Only YouTube live chat. And you will be entered in to win one Bacon Club NFT today, courtesy of our guest of the day, who we will be bringing in very, very shortly. Can't wait to chop it up with him, but make sure you enter that into the YouTube live chat. Outside of that, my friends, as you're doing that, I'm going to enjoy some vitamins during the transition, as per usual. And I'll see you guys on the other side. Get ready, strap in, lock in for DOORkeepers. Caught me. One more time. Shout out to Coffee Labs Roasters and all Naked Z and all the Coffee Lab family for keeping me clearly heavily caffeinated. Oh, one sip of some high quality H2O. Shout out to the GAC. Doesn't that DGen tune look good on that transition? Woo! Couldn't pass up the opportunity. That's a good thing about having a show and a shitload of NFTs. IP rights, bitches. All right, here we go. Officially. Welcome back. Welcome in if it's your first time or long time. First time caller, long time caller. Welcome in. It's the Door Show. This is DOORkeepers. I'm your host, Captain Colt. It's presented by the Diamond Hand Media Group and brought to you in partnership with the Respected Rhinos Club. And it is officially time to get on your feet and put your hands together. Ladies and gentlemen, for a man who I have not known very long, but he's making waves in the NFT space. Now, he hadn't known me either. He's seeing my face on the screen. He's saying, hey, maybe this Cap guy is all right. Maybe he's thinking he's a total piece of shit. Who's say, who's no? Hopefully not the latter. But, my friends, I found his project via my usual research for Word on the Chain back on episode 48. Flip the numbers if you got Lysdexia. Episode 84, we sit today. Here he is live in prime time. The one, the only co-founder of the Bacon Club NFT. Here to drop all types of alpha on it. He is a bacon connoisseur, my friends. Also a TV professional. We'll have to ask him about that. Found out that he's an anime aficionado as well. Been making all types of crazy videos all over his Twitter. I can't bacon a day will keep the doctor away is what this guy says. And also, I'll classify him early. PLP pusher, diamond hander, the one, the only, here for his first official visit, hopefully of many, Mr. Gar 4848, also known as Garett.
Hey, whoop, 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 whoop. Colton, I love the energy. That's awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Hey, absolutely. I'm gonna flip the screen on you real quick. Don't freak out. I always do that on people. They're like, whoa, how the hell did I end up over here? It's so I can, all of my monitors, everything's over here. It's so I can fucking look at my monitor and look like I'm talking to you and not staring off into oblivion over here. So appreciate you, man. I was just saying it before you came on. Like, times are down in the market. Everything's shit. It's no joke. It's no, like, whatever. Hey, it is what it is. It's our job as founders, as creators, as leaders, to bring that hype, bring that vibe. We could welcome in everybody. It's another shitty day in the NFT space. Or we could have fun. And I am so hyped, man. That's part of my energy right now is to be able to talk to you. Crazy as hell. Found your project on just searching through the web and ended up, I know you saw the original video, then you guys sent me some samples, tried it on the show, and here we are now. So thank you so much. How's everything? Where are you located? Are you on the West Coast?
West Coast, California.
Nice. I got a lot of buddies in the Bay Area through NFTs. So Let's get right into it, man. Since we don't know each other all that well, I'm excited to learn a little bit about you. So give us a little bit of the Gar background. Garett, glad to know your name's Garett Colton, officially Captain Colt. Give us a little bit of the background, man. Were you born in Cali? Where are you from? And how in the hell did you wind up in Web3?
Yeah, dude, I was born overseas. I was not born in the US. I was born in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. And
no shit.
Yeah, I came over when I was like 14, 15. And went to New York. That's where my family was originally from. And then eventually basically figured I wanted to work in the business, entertainment business, and made my way to California. I did a whole slew of like super random jobs. And basically landed in audio for TV, which is where I work now. So I'm in unscripted shows. Like in the past, I did Jersey Shore. Now I do the Great Food Truck Race, a whole bunch of other shows. I just did a show for Web3 on Web3 for a client that is big. And I can't say anything else other than that. But when there's a release date, I will be putting it out there. And it was a very cool project to work on. So it's funny you say that, because like we are in a bear market, obviously, and everybody has a little bit of a downwards attitude, but that doesn't mean like that we all have to, right? That's noise. It's just noise. And I also understand, like, being a degenerate myself, that is also part of the memes, and it's super funny, and I do love it. But content is still being made. NFTs are still being used. Like, we are growing. We are growing as a whole, as a community, as technology, and as a market, right? I mean, you look at, the last bear market. Well, I would say that like the last recession we had, right? Just as a global economy, right? Look at the things that came out of that, right? It was Bitcoin, Airbnb, all these other like massive companies that are like just household staple names now. And they all grew out of times just like this. And as far as the crypto, like bull and bear, I've been through several. I've been in this since 2016, and I have always bought. I always buy Bitcoin. I'm always still in it, and we just keep on going. Everybody loves to say it's the end. It is never the end. That's like people who, you said Ethereum wasn't going anywhere. Ethereum, $300. That's not going back up. Well, dude, it was a $1 at one point. I had friends who were buying it at $1. So we're always going up. We're always moving.
I love that, man. I appreciate you touching, kind of saying, I've been in crypto since 2016 and stuff, because as we get a little bit longer into the show, Door Show also stands doing our own research, little play on DYOR on the space. So also our other hashtag, NFABSFA, not financial advice, but spectacular fucking advice. So we kind of open it up towards a little later on, about halfway through the segment, just kind of like how you're investing. How do we get new money in here? So I'll kind of let you fester on that a little bit, but we'll stick a pin in that. And I appreciate you kind of telling us a little of your backstory and how you got into crypto. When did you get into NFTs?
I mean, I knew about the NFTs from the crypto kitties. Like that was like obviously big, and like helped Ethereum go to like, the moon back in the day. And so I was always aware of it, and I thought it was like super interesting. And I got together with a buddy, and I was like, man, like I'm super into this. I can't get enough of it. Let's start a project. And I started learning how to code. And so I took an online class. I did not get very far. I know the basics. I can do some HTML stuff, but I cannot like do like any sort of crypto coding or whatever. But that base knowledge definitely helps, especially with what I'm doing now. So what was the question?
No, you're good. You're good.
I got super hyped, and I got
no. How did you get into? When did you get into NFTs? What time?
Yeah, man, it was last year. Last summer. The first one I ever bought was definitely a rug. Because I was just like super into it, and I was like, all right, well, I got Ethereum. I'm super into this. I don't know exactly like what the plan is, but like, whenever you're first into the market, like for anything, there's going to be some ups and some downs. So I knew that going into it, I was like, all right, this might be a loss. This might be a complete loss, but whatever. Like, I'm super game. In order to learn about it, I have to do it, because there's not like we're so new to it. Like, you have to experience it firsthand. There's not like a school or a class or something that like can teach you about it. I mean, look at your podcast. I mean, you do a fantastic job of like rounding up like the top news and everything that's going on. And I think that's super important because there's not many aggregators out there that are consistent. And the ones that are just maybe not very great, or they just, it's like next week they're like just ghost. And it's like, well, like I'm in it. I'm in Twitter, right? I'm following everything. I'm all these different groups. So I have the knowledge, but you recapping the knowledge in that top 10 is just like super important to like keep on growing like our market and our communities and everything.
I appreciate that. And it, excuse me, that's really why I want to do it at the end of the day. That's why I started this channel. You can look at it in the bio, anybody watching or really anybody at all, you can look at it. It says this channel was created to allow others to be a part of the super community, which I hate using that term anymore. It's got so freaking washed out now. Super community that this channel is lucky enough to be a part of. I've said it over and over and over and over and over again. Go to the Door Show playlist on YouTube, start from the beginning and scroll and buy one each, and you'll have a banging wallet. I promise you. I'm not going to bring people on that are going to rug you. That's going to be bullshit. That's going to be nonsense. And I know you guys are doing some really cool stuff. So we'll get into Bacon Club here in just a second. But you said you're a DGen. I'm a DGen. We're all DGens. I love a good meme. Hey, to the moon! To the moon, ladies and gentlemen. That's one of my favorite ones going around right now. It's
it's so good. You know what's even better is when, like, if you have ever any doubt of like where the market's going, it's when the bigger accounts and people that are more mainstream are now getting into crypto and they start using those memes. And it's like, okay, I understand the market's down and that meme's super funny. But at the same time, it's like these people that have bigger and bigger influence in the world are using those same memes. And that just means that the next bull market is going to be even bigger.
It's going to be crazy, man. I'm thinking this time next year, we're going to be saying some funny stuff. And of course, it's going to cycle again. It's going to go down, but the next low is not going to be as low as this low. And it's just going to keep going. But we'll talk about that all here in a minute. And also you kind of touched on it earlier. Just a time like this, man, like this is the perfect storm right now. Regardless of if it's a bear market or whatever you think it is, I think it's a build market. I think it's a begin market. Time for some new beginnings and just to start beginning shit. Start building, begin it, and just start building. Don't even worry if you actually know what you're doing or not, because most of us don't even know what we're doing. So none of us actually know what we're doing. You said that. The education is this space. You got to get in the space and just do it. And that's why we're doing this show and this channel. So part of that research, my friend, I'll call you my friend now. Hey, well, of course, we're building this space together. Appreciate you. Part of it, doing our own research, is the dreaded dirty shill. Oh, I'm gonna make you fucking shill on the show. I never like to say it, because I want to know more about why does it mean something to the person behind a PP profile picture. There's no F in between the P's. PP profile picture. Okay. What does it mean, right? So why Bacon Club, man? I mean, I tried your product. I was full on hyped and surprised as shit here on the show. I know you guys are partnered with Peterson's. If you kind of want to touch on that, wherever you want to go, man. But why Bacon Club? Where the hell did that come from? And number two, what are you excited most about the upcoming mint and kind of the future of the project?
Yeah, man. I am in just a small Telegram group with a bunch of crypto guys and talking and like beers on Friday nights with like, video streams with Bitcoin hit like 50K and, let's celebrate. And it was just all online. And then when the NFT craze hit, I was like, okay, guys, like who wants to work on an NFT project with me? Like I would love to like enter this space and start building. Like I participated in a bunch of stuff, but now I want to start building. And one of my guys, Andrew, yeah.
I got him hiding back here.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. That's awesome that you have his sticker there. Also his shop, slight shop shill.
Nice.
So my buddy Richie, who I only met online, was like, dude, I love bacon. I think the space like needs like a bacon NFT. And I was like, all right, cool. Let's talk about it. And then we rounded up a couple of the guys and just started like brainstorming, like, okay, like how do we do this? Like, how do we build this like from the bottom? And long story short, it took over a year basically to get from basically that conversation to where we are now. And it was like, okay, so like the NFTs and the PFPs, like they're really cool, and each one of them has like their own value, even if it's just art or like trading or actual utility or whatever you want to call it. So, but what can we do in the Web3 space that will serve utility and like advance like NFTs to the next step? And the answer to that is token gated e-commerce, right? And that's where we're going. And that's where the Apple Store is going with their announcement of NFTs. And everybody's going to be using NFTs, whether they know it or not, or whether they like it or not. So what if we had a project where you had an exclusive club, exclusive being you have 8,000 memberships, 8,000 NFTs, and that gets you into the door. And once you're in there, then you have a curated selection of curated meats, bacon subscriptions from independent farmers and basically guys that are a little smaller than the big brand, right? And we basically provide exclusive deals to our members along with a bunch of other stuff that we are working on that is coming. And so you look at like meat subscriptions today, right? And there's like a dozen. And for the most part, they all kind of do the same thing. But like, what if you could give value back to the customer, right? So Web3 is all about just decentralized ownership on the internet, right? So what if you owned your membership to an exclusive club, right? So what does that mean if you have that power? Because any membership you have right now is non-transferable, right? Like your Netflix, your country club. I don't know if anybody in the audience has a membership to a country club, but like Soho House, I don't know if you guys are familiar with that.
Sure.
But they're a little bit exclusive, but they're not limited, right? So what if you had a limited membership, right? So Soho House, I just went to the one in London. A buddy of mine is a member there. I'm not a member. But you go in, and so he pays the fee, but as a guest, I can go in and basically once I'm in, buy drinks and food and all that stuff. And it was a cool, fun London experience. So what if you could apply that to like NFTs, right? What if there's only a certain amount of memberships, and instead of like, I guess, focusing on numbers, what if you focused on the member? And then when that member was done with their membership, or they're like, this was fun, I've had a lot of fun, but now I'm going to shift to something else. Instead of just canceling your membership, you can sell it to somebody else, or you can transfer it, or you can gift it to someone else. And what does that mean for the person holding that membership? And I think that's where the key for memberships is with NFTs and Web3. And so if you take that, apply it to something super fun like Bacon Club, then I think we've got something really gold. And I think that using your NFT to enter into an exclusive store where you have access to items that you can only get through an exclusive club, say like Bacon Club, then I think that brings a lot of value back to the customer instead of like a different business model, say like a Netflix. I know that's a little different, but like Netflix, you can't transfer your membership, right? You can only cancel it. And then does that mean Netflix is going to change things? Because now they're going to introduce advertising, and there's always different solutions. Anyway, I know I went on a lot of different tangents there, but I think in the general conversation is like, what can you do once you own your membership? Because like I said, like it's not really possible now. It doesn't really happen, especially in the food-based like subscription services. And so, I think that's what we're basically trying to do is go there. And so in Bacon Club, so we have Peterson's, that's our first partner, but we are onboarding more. So we have a lot more coming. We're talking to a bunch of others that we're going to onboard soon that are going to become a part of our club, as well as other NFT projects. And that is a evolution of Bacon Club, and that is where we're going to partner with other NFT projects, basically in the food-based space. I guess I could say the name of it. So it's Non-Fungible Food Alliance. So there's other NFT projects in the food-based space that are up and running, and we are going to partner with them, and we're going to bring them all into one massive family. And of course, as a Bacon Club NFT holder, you will receive all those benefits as well. But Bacon Club is only the start.
Oh, I got to get me a Bacon Club. I got to get me a Bacon Club, no question about it. Non-Fungible Food Alliance. Are you kidding me right now? before I get into some of like, my brain is just, it was already spinning because I thought this is kind of what you guys were doing. We actually talked about it. So this platform, Diamond Hand Media Group, it's a platform of actually 4 shows right now. We're actually about to drop our 5th. I host 2 of them. My buddy Grandolph and Ferg host the other one in the morning called The Second Breakfast. Yes, if you're the Lord of the Rings fan, definitely. We've had our first breakfast, but what about the second? It's all about that. And then we also have The Dinner Table, which is another cool one with Bizzle and Jeff Matthews. But we talked about it this morning, just because they were like, damn, dude, you're having these guys on. Like, this is sick as hell. Like, whoa, holy shit. Let's talk about it a little bit. It's really open, kind of like Opie and Anthony. If you ever watched Opie and Anthony back in the day, is really what Second Breakfast is. But yeah, fuck it. Yeah, back in the day. But so essentially, we talked about it and everybody was really excited about it. So I got a lot of thoughts. I'm super excited. But before I get into that, when's Mint? I know it's really close.
October 15th. That is this Saturday. So, so what we're doing, the team and I, Andrew, Richie, Jace, myself, we're actually flying out to Texas to an event called Bacon Bash. Peterson's, our primary partner, holds this thing called Bacon Bash, and it's this massive bacon cook-off. And they have bands, and they have bacon tasting competitions, and they have pork butt cooking competitions, and all this other crazy stuff. And they're giving away a freezer full of bacon, and it's this like super fun like festival, right? So we're flying out there. We've got a tent set up. We're going to be minting live. We've got a credit card machine. We've got a whole bunch of this other stuff. So you can walk up with your credit card and mint an NFT right at our tent. And you can also do it online too, right? We're not just doing it there, but we're looking at like all avenues, right? And that's also a part of like what I was talking about before, like, you know, getting into the Web3 space. I think we have to entertain, you know, kind of like segue people that are still in the Web2 space to Web3. And the ability to use a credit card, either live in person at Bacon Bash or like on the website, is a great segue to like buy NFT with a credit card, right? So you're segueing from Web 2 to Web 3. And so, and it's also crypto. You can also buy, of course, with crypto too. So, straight up MetaMask wallet, Ethereum.
ETH. Okay, I thought it was ETH.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, Bacon Bash. That's if I would have known, man, I'd be there in an instant. Holy shit! So it's crazy. It's just like my life is a flat circle. It just all keeps coming back to itself. I used to do some small business consulting, and I consulted for a pork farm called Destiny Meats in the big old metropolis of Bloomington, Illinois. And they are non-GMO, the whole, I don't know what the deal raised, whatever, all that stuff is. And absolutely awesome, but they're very, very small, and this could be something really interesting. But you know, I just mentioned it. I know you wrote it down. I'm always writing shit down too. But I consulted for them, and like some of the stuff they were doing with like subscriptions and memberships, like they had that idea, that's what they wanted, but they just didn't know how to do it. And I think your idea allows some of these smaller, like you said, mom and pop names. Not that Peterson's is mom and pop by any means, but they did start as mom and pop at one point in time. And the chat was even commenting on it, like, thanks for offering the non-GMO and the different stuff like that. Like, that's absolutely awesome. To help give these smaller names a platform and say like, hey, if you partner with us, like you're going to have 8,000 loyal sons of guns seeing your product front and center, whether it's our Discord, our Twitter, yada, yada. And I'm on the Ether Brews team. So it's an IRL access pass to breweries across the globe, breweries and restaurants. So something else pretty interesting I wanted to mention as well within FFA and everything you're doing there. And it's really special too, because it's an interactive NFT. I call it the fidget spinner of the Web3 space. Literally in your wallet, you can fucking spin it around, look at the top, look at the bottom. But I don't want to show that. I will keep talking about bacon. Also, speaking of bacon, sorry, I got ADHD, I think. I was never diagnosed, but I think I do. Whatever, no big deal.
That makes 2 of us.
Yeah, fuck it, whatever. Who the hell cares? I'm hype. I'm high on life. This is my favorite one. Like a pile of bacon with a coffee mug full of bacon saying I love bacon. Like I saw this on that video and I was like, there's no way I can't take a screen grab of that. Like that is just absolutely electric. But you know, just that subscription idea, it's game changing, because you're like, yeah, there's meat services and shit out there, but like you used to do so much different stuff. And to have a product that comes in a little whatever your sample or roadmap deal, and it to have the flavor and the feel of like I just pulled it out of a skillet blew my mind. Like that blew my, and it was like how I like bacon. Like it wasn't like just a piece of rubber. Like it was good. And it's like, okay, if that's just the sample product, sign me up. I'm not, I mean, you ain't even, you're just on the show, man. I do not know Garett. I don't know him from Adam. Well, I'm starting to, but damn, dude, you got me drinking the Kool-Aid. I mean, I'm ready for this week. I already got to have ETH loaded up for this weekend because I got to mutate my damn crooks. The crooks are mutating this weekend. And I got to buy a Bacon Club. I mean, kids, hey, you tell me the market's down. Go look somewhere else, not around here. That's what I got to say. But I love it, man. I think I appreciate you sharing all that. I was writing notes like crazy. In the token gated e-commerce, I got to hook you up with some of my buddies too. Actually, because some of the sponsors of this show, Respected Rhinos, I'm really, really tight with them. And all of their back end business, a lot of what I've learned from them, all they run is e-commerce stores, and they do a lot of massive stuff. They've helped a lot of people. So who knows? It's just different opportunities, always networking, always making that 5-foot circle bigger. Right. So I appreciate you sharing all that stuff, man. Dope stuff. I can't wait. I cannot wait for this to drop.
Of course, man. This is my life right here. This is what I'm all about, man. And this is the future of the internet too. You know, it's super interesting because I was talking to someone about the project and it was like, they weren't too familiar with Web3, right? Mm-hmm. So I was like, okay, so, you know, as we transfer everybody from Web2 to Web3, you know, it's like, how do you define things? And I think as like us in this space, like we're allowed to define things because there's no exact definition of it, right? For a lot of these like terms of what we're talking about. So it's like up to us to like define these things in the best way possible to make it so that everybody does shift from Web2 to Web3. And if they don't know they're shifting from Web2 to Web3, even better, because that's usually So us to do the work and everybody else to like follow along.
Hell yeah. And that's a lot of people forget that. I say this like Pat McAfee. If you know who Pat McAfee is, he has Pat McAfee's show and he always says the dumbest show on the internet. I say, au contraire, Mr. McAfee, I have the dumbest show on the internet. I talk about an internet that doesn't even exist and about pretty little JPEG pictures that offer utility with a community that don't really even do anything quite yet. So no, I say this is the dumbest show on the internet, but hey, people tune in and they spend their time here. So for that, we are forever grateful. But man, I want to take that pin out we put in when I first brought you on. You were talking about investing in crypto for a while and NFTs for a hot minute since last year. And I listened to Gary V January. I've listened to it for a long time, but Gary V January 2021 put out a video, and my audience has heard this a lot, but him saying, "Oh, you better have a MetaMask and one Ethereum and look at your OpenSea." And Gary, I'll buy into a lot of stuff you're doing, but I ain't buying into that. Well, I somehow ended up on the Bored Ape mint page right around the time they were minting, and I was looking, and I had a little bit of ETH, a little bit below 0.08, and I was like, I could load up some more, which was their mint price, and I was like, nah, fuck that. And then November came around, to the moon. So don't take investment advice from me. I have no idea what I'm doing. December, January came. I thought I was the latest I'd ever been to anything, and now today, October the 10th, 2022, I feel earlier than I've ever felt. So, my friend, take that pin out. Said earlier, NFABSFA on this show. But how are you investing right now? Are you kind of staying on the sidelines, seeing how things shaking out? Are you doubling down? What's kind of your strategy? And I guess another side of that coin, kind of your first piece of advice for people who's already here. How are we investing? How can we make this space grow? Number two, how do we get new money into the space? Are you actively trying to bring people in, or you just let people come to me because they kind of look at me if I got a horn growing out of my forehead if I mention the dirty NFT word? What's your thoughts on that? How are you investing right now, and how and are you trying to actively bring new people into the space?
Yeah, I mean, for my wife and I, crypto is half the portfolio. We're in a bear market, double down. Right. We're always going like this. So every week we have the automatic buys, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana. I mean, I've been buying Bitcoin since $8,000. So and people are like, oh, what if it goes down? I was like, I'm sure it will. But
ever heard of DCA?
Yeah, exactly. So every week. And you know, I do have a business head on myself, so I also do in the stock market too, the same exact thing, right? So we balance it out. It's half and half. And so Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana. The trick is try not to spend too much of my Ethereum. Last I'm like, wait, is this like the investment part or is this the spend part? Like, oh man, I forgot again. So anybody who is talking to me about money, like I said, like, you know, or the stuff, you know, big into stocks too and stuff like that on the indexes. So all the friends who ask me about that stuff, I'm like, you know, you should also seriously consider like Bitcoin, like the Bitcoin ETF. Like, no, get an account on Coinbase or something like super simple and just do dollar cost averaging, automatic buys every week, set it, forget it. Like what if it goes down? It will go down. It'll also go back up because it always goes back up. Like we've seen that time and time again. Getting more people into the crypto space. I think one of the big things, I was on set like last month and someone like who knew I was into this, they asked me about the environmental thing with crypto and stuff like that. I was like, I understand. I know what you're talking about. I was like, but the Ethereum merge that is going to happen, that has now happened, is basically going to solve all that. I was like, you watching YouTube is taking up more energy than it costs to run the Ethereum blockchain, 100%. Or you need to do anything on the Ethereum blockchain. Bitcoin is another story. They're getting there. But it's like, oh, what about the, you know, corruption and, you know, money laundering and the criminals and stuff like that? I was like, listen, I know that's like the headline news, but the US dollar is still the #1 source for all that stuff.
Period.
So listen, like crypto is the future. Like, just believe me, we will be there. The Apple Store with the NFTs, and you're going to be using them, whether you like it or not, and whether you know it or not. It is the future. And then for Bacon Club, you know, at one point we were just doing straight crypto, right? Just like most of the projects out there, but we're like, all right, well, like we're a legitimate business. Like we have an LLC, like we're doing all this stuff. I mean, I know about all this stuff. I've got a couple businesses myself. So forming a new one for Bacon Club was like not like a problem. And I was like, we're all docs. We're all like out there. We've got everything taken care of. So let's integrate credit cards. And so in that way, we can basically, as Andrew coined it, I want my grandma to buy an NFT. It's like, you know, so you don't necessarily need to use MetaMask to like mint the NFT and all that jazz. You can choose your plain old credit card and slap that down either with us live or right on the website, put it in, and you can mint the NFT. And so I think like in that way that, you know, that is our segue from Web 2 to Web 3. And now I feel like I'm repeating myself here, but I think that is really the key to getting people to do it. Now I know there's other services like Nifty Gateway. I've used a credit card there to mint NFTs before, and they've been doing it. But as far as projects go, like independent projects, like outside marketplaces, I think it's pretty rare. I know there are a couple, but I do think that is the way to like get people to do it. And once they have the NFT, we're using Winter, by the way. So with Winter, you can mint your NFT with a credit card and all that jazz.
Okay.
And then they store it for you. And then when you're ready to take it out, you put your wallet in. And I think that's a good segue because then you put your wallet address in, and that's your key to MetaMask. And then MetaMask into the token gated Bacon Club store, and then going from there. And I think just that process is the best way to learn, the best way to get people from 2.0 to Web 3.0. And probably the most important part about that is probably not even saying Web 3.0 because I think it just freaks people out a little bit if they're not like in the space. And like we talk about it like it's, you know, like everyday news.
Right.
But I don't think most people understand. It's like, I think it's the same thing with like saying like the metaverse or something. And like people are like, what's the metaverse? I'm like, well, that's another conversation.
You ever read Snow Crash? No, man. I'm glad you went back down that track because you had briefly touched on with Bacon Bash, like, we're accepting credit card, and I was really hoping that's where you would take it. Like, yeah, we're really trying to blur the line of Web 2 and Web 3 of like, hey, you can even mint with a credit card now. Like, I don't know how many projects I've heard that you're able to do that. So that's cool. I wrote Winter down. That's dope. But yeah, man, you definitely good insights. And I knew you'd have some without really knowing you, saying that you've been in crypto since 2017, NFT since last year. Like, these cycles happen, man. They happen everywhere. And like, sure, This is the worst one in a long time. This might be the worst one that we've ever seen in our lifetimes, any of us. But hey, the best stuff, you said it. Look at 2008. Look what came out of 2008. And so what? Maybe it's a whole reset like back in 1928. Who's to say? Maybe it is going to be a Great Depression. So what? The biggest things came out of the other side of that. Just stay strong, stand firm, keep doubling down, man. I tweeted it the other day. Double down, double down, double down, double down. All caps. Brain, trend up. Period. That's what it's all about. So I'm so hyped that is the first thing you said, man. I appreciate the hell out of it. But a couple more things, and let's shift gears here just a little bit. And then we got the final segment of the day, which you haven't ever watched this show before, so you are in for a real treat. But one thing I always like to do with all of my shows is bring an aspect of motivation, inspiration. And you might say, whoa, Cap, I'm not a motivational speaker. Whoa, hey, hold on. I say, au contraire, my friend. I am not a genius. I'm not a shaman. I'm not a swarmy, but I, every single morning, share some life experience that I have in my morning show called Java and Jams, or Lava and Clams, or Guava and Spams, whatever you'd like to call it. Shout out the Diamond Hand fam over there, over there. But I like to share a motivational message. So I always like to kind of go down a little bit of a rabbit hole. And I think it's important, as all of us as human beings living on this floating rock in the middle of nothingness, to share some of our perspectives and things that have helped us survive this life, right? So first one, I always have a phrase of the week, word of the week, whatever. So that'll be the second thing. But the first one is a question I ask all of my guests. Because as creators, as an entrepreneur yourself, you said you've had businesses before even starting Bacon Club. What is your number one piece of advice for someone either about to make that jump, standing on that cliff's edge, wondering, are these wings going to work? Oh, ain't a whole lot of feathers back here. Should I even jump? What the fuck? Or maybe for that person, because it's always nice to be reminded, who is on that consistent, persistent pursuit of the passion. What's your number one piece of advice for that person?
Oh, man. Education. I'm not saying go back to school, but it is education. You can learn nowadays like most everything on YouTube.
YouTube University.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
Yeah. And you don't need like a ton of money to start a business. You know, and there are services out there that'll do it for you for free or not. Sorry, we'll charge you a large amount of money when you could just do a little bit of education yourself and excuse me. You could do a little bit of education yourself and then do it for free. You don't need a lot of money or really any money to start like a business and to follow through and just go for it. Don't worry about the back end. Don't take out $1 million loan. Don't. I'm trying to think of like all my life experiences and all
I love it. Just
I've done over the years.
Into one.
And I've pitched TV shows before. I've had apps before and all these other things. And I'm trying to think like what's the collaborative. What is the life lesson from all those things is to do it and try it out. And if it doesn't work out, then that's okay, because you're always going to learn something along the way, right? It doesn't have to work out every time, but you will learn something, and then you'll take that and you'll bring it on to the next idea that you have, and it will work out eventually. I promise you.
Let's go, man. Hey, as cliche as it sounds, I am so grateful that you said that, because time and time again, guests come on this show with that same thought track, not really sure how to put it into words, but then formulate it into something so fucking beautiful and give their own perspective. It makes a light bulb go off in my head every single time. Like, oh, should probably let me try that. And every single one says something along the lines of jump. It might suck, but jump. Don't worry. Maybe it's their own way of sprinkling stuff in there, how to jump, whatever, but just do it. Nike wasn't crazy. Just go for it, man. Just jump and figure out if those wings will fly. And hey, if you fall flat on your face, you fall flat on your face. So what? If many, my friends, other side of the screen, if many people, after human being, after human being, after person, comes on this show and tells you just jump, Just go for it. What do you have to be afraid of anymore? What are you waiting for anymore? This platform is designed to allow other people who are on their journey of leveling up and success of generational wealth, because I think anybody crazy enough to be building right now is going to find some type of generational wealth. If you're crazy enough to stay here right now, geez, you're going to have to be repaid, for crying out loud. Everybody's saying the same thing. Listen to them. You jump too. Go jump. Figure out your own stuff. And how you kind of started it is going to segue me into the phrase of the day. But education and learning, and so much of that can come down to your network and who you reach out to and who you ask questions to. Like JTR and HD with the respected rhinos, they've taught me so much. They're two of my mentors, not only in this space but in life, and taught me about business and stuff that I already knew, but refined it, and bam, here's what you can do. And like it's put me on killer mode, right? So, phrase of the week: surrounding yourself with the right people. You got a squad, you got a team. You saw Eves as soon as I pulled his PFP up. You're like, oh, Andrew, let's go. Like, you saw him. What is the important? And maybe you don't even disagree or agree, right? We were talking about that on Second Breakfast this morning. Me and Grandolph, two peas in a pod. We were having a strong disagreement this morning. Not bad, but we were disagreeing points of view. And then we came on and laughed to the next thing. What is the importance of surrounding yourself with the right people, in your opinion? And what's your thoughts on that topic? It's obviously pretty impressive to see the group of guys you got around you.
I think there's two sides of it, right? So you have the people that you want to surround yourself with, right? But then you only have so many hours in the day, right? And you're like, oh, I have these friends over here, and I've got this thing over here. And I mean, I'm not working right now. I'm freelance, right? So I just finished a job. And so now, like, we got Bacon Club Mint coming along. This is all planned out, right? So the last job I did, I was working like 12, 15 hours a day, right? That's pretty typical for like TV, especially unscripted TV. So I had that amount of time. And then after that, I go right back, like lay down in bed, pull up my laptop, and I basically work on Bacon Club until I pass out. And I'm doing that. I've been doing that every single day for the past month, right? And of course, that's ramped up from, the previous year. But, you got friends who are, they may not be in the same space as you. And if they're not, sometimes this is tough. This is really tough, that you got to be like, hey, I can't hang out because I'm working on this. And then they're either going to be okay with that or they're not. And so you only have a certain amount of hours in the day, and you got to focus your attention on the people that are going to help you advance through life. I never met Richie before. And then I was working on Bacon Club with him for over a year. And then he came to my wedding. So like those people like will become a part of your lives. The people that you're working with and you're learning from will become very good friends of yours. Like I promise you, because you're like, oh, what about the friends I go beer drinking with on Friday nights? Well, if you want to get to the next stage, you got to really focus on like, what do you want to do? Do you want to work on your side project and create new friends through there, which is totally possible? Or do you want to just keep on, getting wasted on Friday nights and doing the same thing over and over again? So you have to make that decision to kind of like, where is that balance? And you're talking about Gary Vee before. I worked on a pilot with Gary Vee like a couple of years ago, way back before he like where he is now, before V Friends and all this stuff.
Yeah.
And he would always say,
shout out Gary, would love to have you on the show. Fuck. Come on,
Gary.
Dude.
Come on, man.
We'll tag him in this. Hey, this is going to be the clip of the day. What's up, Gary? I'll tag you in this.
Gary would say, like, what are you doing on a Friday night? Are you going out and getting wasted with your friends? Or are you working on your side hustle? And then that is the difference between success and failure. And it's like, what do you really want to do? Do you want to keep on going out on Friday night and getting wasted, and you're working towards that Friday night so you can just go out and get bombed and then you're hungover all weekend? Or are you working on your side hustle that's going to take you to the next evolution of your life?
I love that.
And so
I love that.
And I took that seriously. It's like, after the first thing I want to do is like go out and grab a beer after after we wrap on set. But it's like, no, man, I'm in this to win this. I didn't like go through all this like, life-changing events with Bacon Club just to go out on like a Friday night and get bombed out. Like, no, I'm going home. I'll still have a beer and I'm going to just get right back to work because I want this to be my life, right? It is my side hustle, but this is what I want to do for the rest of my life.
100%. I so agree with it. And I'm on the exact same wavelength. I got a little IRL gig I do, but literally from the morning till like 5 a.m. until about 3 p.m. And then from about 5 p.m. until 2 a.m. I am all Web3. Like that's how much I care about this. And it's just growing and growing and growing every single day. So I'm glad you're on the same wavelength, man. And don't ever hesitate. If you see me on a space, please hit that request button, come hang out and talk because you have some great fucking perspective. And I think more people need to know about it. More people need to know about Bacon Club. I think you're a very smart motherfucker. And I don't think enough people know that with fucking under 1,000 followers. What the fuck is that? We got to get this guy up. So please give my boy at Gar4848 a follow. What the hell are you doing? And I think it's time, my friend, 15 minutes after the top of the hour, however you want to look at it. You think you're ready for the final segment of the day? Yeah. Yes, no, maybe so.
Let's okay. Can I do one thing first? Do you want to?
Oh, well, sure.
So I've been challenging myself to eat bacon every single day.
Oh right? Shit, he's doing it on the show.
So I've got some Bacon Club bacon here. This is the daily bacon.
He's doing it on the fucking show. Let's go.
I'm gonna eat bacon until my heart explodes, basically, until we launch. This is the same bacon, Colton, you had.
Oh, it's so good, dude. I'm not opposed to it whatsoever. I'm a big fan of that bacon, man. Holy shit. Hey,
thank you for letting me do that, by the way. I just had to get it in.
Bro, I've been following. If you guys aren't fucking watching Bacon a Day until mint, you're losing out. You're doing yourself a disservice, kids. I'm telling you, tune in to his Twitter page. It's the one of you coming out of the fucking water. Oh, that sent me. Oh my, you fucking just. Oh, I lost my shit when you did that, dude. Oh, that was fucking great.
Thanks, man.
Please do not stop being you. Keep making that content. That is exactly what we fucking need. That is gold right now in this space, man. And this next little bit is content I think we need to. It's time for the Mexican sweat. Where you sit in that seat. I changed the banner to finish the sentence, Gar. And I begin. 10 sentences in your point of view. Start them as if you were just speaking and you finish the sentences with your best answer. It can be one word, can be a whole damn paragraph, whatever you want to do. Sometimes we jump into more rabbit holes as this thing happens. But all 10 ready to rock and roll. What say you? Ready to go?
Let's do it.
Question number 1. When I do finally go and touch grass, my favorite hobby outside of Web3 and NFTs is
Warzone.
Hell yeah. So funny.
That's not really touching grass. That's not touching grass.
Well, it's not really touching grass unless, yeah. Well, yeah. I get out of the office. You know, I change screens. No, I'm the same exact way, dude. I take 10,000 IUs of vitamin D every day. I get outside so little. So, hey, we're all in the same boat, pal. We're all in the same boat. Sentence number 2. My favorite caffeinated beverage is
coffee.
Any specific way?
Espresso with half and half.
Ooh, very nice. Got my I got a buddy who does these NFTs. I feel like you got to get a Bacon Club NFT on the side of one of these. He does all of the properties and stuff, all the percentages, and then like this QR code, it goes right to the NFT. It's pretty badass.
Very cool. Do you want to shout it out?
Well, of course. It's Hailfire at Hailfire. Let me see his ad on Twitter. He's done a handful of coffee cups for the Diamond Hand fam. Let me pull him up real quick on my Twitter. Hailfire at 1 Hailfire. So the number 1 HALEFIRE at 1 Hailfire. He's a Bad Dogs company. It's the blue background Bad Dogs company is his profile, but he does them via Etsy, super for like they're cheap as all hell, and you can do any NFT you want. You just send him the OpenSea link, and he'll literally do everything from there. It takes him about 2 weeks because he does the whole thing. Like he kilns them the whole fucking you dig. But shout out to Hellfire.
Awesome.
Yeah, we appreciate you, man.
Totally.
I love some espresso. Give me a good red eye. I've recently got into red eyes, but I don't have any espresso right now. Nice cup of Joe with just half a shot of espresso in there. Take a walk on the wild side.
Yeah. any cream? Do you soften it up a little bit? Nothing black? Dang, dude. Dude, I'm
a coffeeaholic. I don't know what it is. There's just something about that dark bean water that just gets me going. I don't straight black, baby. I was gonna say one I heard. Oh man, I heard a bad. I can't say it on the show. I'll get canceled. I heard a bad one this weekend. Oh my gosh, I actually heard 2 bad ones. But we move on. Number 3, being that you're co-founder, Bacon Club NFT. Bacon Club is a breakfast meal, but hey, we could argue that you can eat bacon any time of the day. But my favorite breakfast meal is
full English.
Ooh, nice. I've never had a full English breakfast.
Do you guys know what I'm talking about?
So it's got like the baked beans, sausage, like the whole deal. I don't know what it's all got, but
yeah. So it's a super British thing, right? My wife is British. We were just in London last month.
Top of the morning to you over there, old chap. Hello. That was disrespectful.
No, you dude. I love it. That's what her dad sounds like. Like, hello, Eugene. So yeah, dude. So we got beans, you got blood pudding, you got buttered toast, you got your tea, you got your whatever eggs you want. I go for the sunny side up. You got your bacon, which is like they do the round bacon, but you can still get what they call streaky bacon over there. I mean, any type of bacon, I'm like game for. But yeah, it's like a massive meal. It's huge, and it's super hearty, and I love it. And it takes like you just sit there for like over an hour and just eat. Like,
I did see there was a full English breakfast as one of the Bacon Club NFTs. I saw that. I said, whoa. I said, what's going on there? I said, oh, that's not from over here. Holy shit.
A little influence from overseas.
I love it. I love it. Number 4, my favorite munchie / snack food is
olives.
Ooh.
I know, it's like
yeah, one at a time.
You know what, dude? They olives that are marinated in like like a garlic. They like pieces of garlic in it, so they're
you're a green olive guy. Then yeah, same. I mean, I like black olives, but like I like that stuff too, like artichokes or garlic or any stuff inside.
Exactly. Because the first thing that comes to mind is bacon, but I'm trying not to. I'm like, okay, well, show some personality here, Garrett, for God's sakes. Like, okay, I'll put olive second.
I actually found it so funny. I found this recipe literally 2 days ago as I was kind of like thinking about getting ready for the show. Avocado wrapped bacon, put it in the air fryer. You literally slice up avocado like you usually would, and you wrap it in bacon and then put it in the air fryer for like, I think 5 minutes, maybe 350. I don't know. I'd have to look at it again. But if you use an air fryer enough, you can figure it out. But
yeah,
holy smokes. I got to try it.
Dude, I got another one for you. It's date wrapped bacon. So you take a little bit of blue cheese, you put it in the date, and then you wrap the bacon around it, put it in the oven. Then you put it in like for 15. It's like the ultimate sweet and savory, dude. It's like the craziest thing in the world. Just little bites. And just like, it's like
I love blue cheese. Big fan of dates. I know you guys got like a whole festival for dates over there somewhere yonder in Cali. Like dates are a big thing.
Well, dude, I live in the California desert, dude. I live in Palm Springs, so like Happy Dates, which is like the biggest date provider in the world, is like in the US.
So right Coachella, right? Really close to you. My Standing Tuesday guest, it's called Token Tuesday with Travis, owns Chad and Brad Family NFT. He actually owns the Foundation Dispensary Delivery Service. If you are a vitamin enjoyer at all, if you like your CBDs only on this show, only CBD. Now, who the hell cares? Like, who's canceling me? I smoke copious amounts of the Lord's Kale. And he's standing Tuesday guest. So pretty badass that you mentioned that, because we were actually talking about the date fair. We went down such a rabbit hole on that shit. Oh man,
I'm sure you guys talked about date shakes too. That's
oh
massive
fuck,
here.
just dates everywhere, dude. Dates fucking everywhere. Hey, all right. Whew. Before we get down the dates rabbit hole again, I gotta try that blue cheese dates and bacon. No, hot damn. All right, now we're gonna get a little weird, Garrett. Less about you, more about the weirdness. Number 5, if I was a refrigerator, the one thing I wouldn't allow inside of me is
Tomatoes.
really
Hot take.
wow.
Hot take.
That is a hot one.
I don't buy tomatoes aren't refrigerated at the supermarket, right? Well, for the
No.
most part.
No.
I go to Trader Joe's and they're sitting right out there.
Hmm.
I come home, I put them outside. My wife puts them right in the fridge and they go bad. Why?
Hey, hot take. Don't put damn. Hey, I want you want to be able to eat those tomatoes. Don't fucking put them inside of me. Hey,
They're not grown in the fridge. I'm just saying.
Hey, there you go. Hey, hot take, but your sentence, not mine. Number 6. If I had intro music play every time I walked into a new room, the song I would pick is
Stranger
Right.
Things theme song.
ooh, coming in all creepy. So they don't really know if you're like here to fuck shit up, if you're like here to just
Yeah.
kind of be awkward, or like if you're just here.
Or I'm going to do a PowerPoint presentation. You never know.
Fair. Very good point. Hey, watch out now. I like it. No one said the theme music to any show yet. Hell yeah. Number 7. Ooh, you might have some good ones on this since you worked in TV and around the Hollywood area. If I was a superhero, my superpower would be
Fly.
very nice. I'm stuck on teleporting right now. I just feel like it would be so dope.
Oh.
Like, imagine if I could just be like, hey, like Cabin Colt, the teleporting podcaster man. Like, I could just fucking grab all my podcast stuff, just zoop, be right next to you. Like, hey, let's run a podcast. Zoop, back over here. And then it's all, I don't know. I feel like that'd be a sick ass superpower. But if wishes could be fish or were for fishes, the world would be an ocean, Garrett. So we move on to number 8. If I could have one famous person by my side during a zombie apocalypse, the one famous person I would choose is
Jocko Willink.
what?
Do you know who he is?
Are you kidding me? The dichotomy. Oh, come on. We can go into the dichotomies if you want. We. It was a dark, misty morning. Oh, dude, we can go. Oh, I used to listen to. I still listen to Jocko all the time. He just makes me feel like an inferior human being, much like David Goggins. You know, like those like Joe Rogan said this one time. Those break glass in case of emergency type fellas, right? Like if all hell broke loose on the world, I'm probably calling David Goggins. I'm probably calling Jocko. Like the guys that like I liken to think I'm type of an alpha kind of, but those guys, those aren't alpha guys. Those are I don't know what the hell those guys are, but yes. Love Jocko Willink. Oh my gosh. Big fan. Huge fucking fan, man. I obviously probably agree. Either him, Joe Rogan, or David Goggins would be my first 3. If one was tied up at some event, I'd phone the other. Number 9.
I need somebody right now.
Hey,
yeah.
need a quick dinner. Hey, anytime? Hot dog. 2 more, my man. Number 9. If I had to drive an ice cream truck everywhere I went, or show up dressed as a clown everywhere I go, I would choose to
Ice cream truck.
Yeah, right. I feel like you got ice cream at your disposal.
Yeah.
But
I live in the desert, man. I'm like,
Ooh.
okay, I know that I'd be super popular. I'd be like,
that's
there's
a very good call. But I feel
there's
like you
that guy.
get tired of the shit. What would you get tired of more? Everybody running to your ice cream truck, making you late to get into the destinations of said where you had to drive the truck, or people just laughing at you because you're when you're walking in everywhere. What's the? I mean, I don't know. I feel like just laugh at me. Fuck it. You making me late. Get the fuck out of here, kids. And then everybody just hates you. At least they laugh at you when you're a clown, right?
Exactly. I'd be like, guys, I don't have time to take pictures if I'm the clown. I'm like, I don't have time to take pictures. I I got to get to the dinner reservation. Okay, just one. Guys, I'm late now. But the same thing with parking, though. Like, I'm trying to valet the ice cream truck. I don't know where I'm valeting this ice cream truck.
Probably not many facilities.
Yeah.
This is a good one. I'm glad I stumbled upon that one for sure. Number 10, speaking of ones I'm glad I stumbled upon, this has become a standing one. We change it every once in a while, but when new guests come for the first time, we keep it the same. So my friend, number 10, and you are out of here. If peanut butter wasn't called peanut butter, I would call it.
The clean answer is I would just call it brown butter. I was not going to say the other
one. Ladies and gentlemen, the one, the only. Let me pop it back up on the screen for you so you can see Mr. Garett at Gar4848 of the, or would it be Gar? I guess Gar48. Gar, yeah, Gar. Come on, not Gar.
I just shortened it. I was like, yeah, it's already taken.
It's Garett, not Garett. Gar. Gar4848. Follow him on Twitter. He's co-founder of the Bacon Club NFT, who I stumbled upon back on August 12th. It actually was almost 2 months to the day. Kind of wild how that all worked out. But thank you from the bottom of my heart, man. You didn't have to take time to do this. You got so much going on building the project in this space and everything. I hope you had enough fun. You'll come back on a second time. I told you, quite possibly in the running with Pat McAfee for stupidest show on the internet, 150%. But hey, would love to have you and all the guys back on sometime, man. I can't thank you enough. Any final closing thoughts before we give away one of your highly coveted NFTs? I've seen the live chat going crazy all day long, and officially get out of here for the day, my man.
Dude, thank you for finding us, by the way. Thank you for finding us. I was like, oh my God, like, guys, take a look at this guy Colton and his show. And they were like, oh my God, that's amazing. And dude, thank you for having me on, man. I appreciate it. And the other guys who are, they're chugging away on other stuff for Bacon Club, and they would have loved to have been here. But next time we will all be here. Thank you so much for finding us. I appreciate it. This was super fun, man.
Hell yeah, bro. Hell yeah. It's total open. As my man Voodoo says, first answer, not clean. That's how we roll here, baby. Totally open forum. Ain't nobody canceling you. If you got somebody on your side of things, okay, obviously be. But hey, ain't nobody canceling you over here. We're an open platform, baby. You're welcome back anytime.
Thanks, Colton. I appreciate it, man.
Absolutely, man. I know the Diamond Hand fam. I saw handful, if not more than a handful of people during the whole doggone show over there commenting, I can't wait to get my Bacon Club. Okay, we're going to be locked in this weekend. We're getting Bacon Club. Bacon Club, win Bacon Club. Win Bacon Club. Win Lambo with Bacon Club. All right, everybody calm down. They didn't say they're fucking giving away fucking Lambos, but just everybody be cool. Get yourself a Bacon Club. Mint price before we wrap it up.
0.15 Ethereum.
Very nice. Very nice. A lot that comes with that. Hey, very fine with what comes with that. If there is stuff that comes behind a project, some of those higher price NFTs, fine by me. The respected rhinos, 0.09. I've minted more than my fair share, I'd like to admit, of respected rhinos. But hey, I will definitely get behind that. That's awesome, man. I appreciate you sharing everything you did on the Bacon Club. But let's give one away. Huh? We say, let's get wild. All right. First time live on the screen, my friends. You've been seeing it down in the banner quite often. 10/10/2022. Hashtag your bacon me crazy. You don't have to put in the apostrophe, but it is YOURE, bacon me crazy. My friends, we pull it up on your screen live in prime time. First time today. Only 17 entries. So this, I told you, Garett. I told you this was exclusive. We don't do that. Hey, if you want to come and get a Diamond Hand Media Group NFT, if you want to come hang out as somebody who comes on the door, so you got to work for it. We don't just like and retweet that nonsense. You got to work for it. So 17 people have worked for it here today, my friends, and it is officially time. Put the finger high in the sky. You've had an hour and exactly 36 minutes, as I said that, to enter your hashtag, you're making me crazy in today. So we counted down from 5, from 4, from 3, from 2, from 1, a half, a quarter, a tenth, a 1,000th, a millionth. Cap, shut the hell up.
Oop,
Just
one
roll
more,
the
one
thing.
more in there.
1 more.
18,
Oh, shit.
18.
1 gajillionth, 1 billionth, 1 bamillionth, 1 to infinity. You've had an hour, 36 minutes, and now 22 seconds. Where the hell have you guys been the whole time? And draw. Here we go. Familiar faces, familiar names. Who is it going to be? Ladies and gentlemen, it is Jody Roberts.
Jody Roberts.
Let's go. Congratulations. Very lucky individual today. Also, not brand new, but newer member of the Diamond Hand fam. Already won once here on the show. I can't remember what the hell he won, but shout out Jody, loyal member of the Diamond Hand fam, taking home the Bacon Club NFT. Holy shit. Talk about massive. Jody, hit me up in the DMs. Hit me up in the DMs, Jody, since we're already back and forth, and I'll just send your information, your wallet. I'm just guessing wallet address. Garrett, is that the easiest?
Yeah, wallet address. Yep.
You send that to me, Jody, and then I'll shoot that over to the guys since we already got DMs and everything. DMs are a whole mess. So yeah, just do that to me and we'll take care of it on the back end for you. Garrett, thank you so much, brother. Absolute electricity. I can't thank you enough for sharing all your knowledge and insights, not only on Bacon Club, but just the space and sharing your backstory, everything in between: space, life, love, pursuit of happiness, business, like lots of good stuff for people to go back and look at in here for sure. But there is one specific way we close this show out. I don't know if you care to stick around for it or if you want to run for the hills, because it gets a little weird. But hey,
let's do it. Let's do it, dude. I'm here, man.
You want to get weird? Okay, he wants to get weird, folks. You heard him here first. So without further ado, where's my ducks? There's my feeding ducks. Oh yeah, oh yeah. A little higher, producer, if you could. Oh yeah, there it is. That's it. That's a wrap. Paper or plastic. Put a bow on that sumbitch. Episode 84 of the Door Show is officially over. No mas, no more. Done. A wrap. Get out of here. Gone now. But y'all come back. You hear? Before you officially hit that close button on that browser, or close out the app on your mobile device, or close out the old podcast platform. A couple of things I need to remind you of. Number one, it is a magnificent, nay, marvelous, nay, magna marvelous Monday to be alive. The rest is up to me and thee. And I'm choosing to push around some PLP. That stands for peace, love, and positivity. For those of you that are new to the acronym, and I humbly ask you do the same. Why? Maybe dash in a little kindness as you go on about this Monday as well. Why, officially now? Well, not only does our good guy, guest of the day, Mr. Garrett, do it, but the good-hearted souls that are trying to push this space forward, the space forward, are doing it too. And I humbly ask you do the same, because it also costs 0 fiat, 0 ETH, 0 soul, and 0 of any of them other shit coins you care to be invested in right now to do so, baby. Hope you have the legendary Garrett. Hopes you have a TERRIFIC rest of your Monday, unless you have any other plans. And last but certainly not least, being that this show is a member of the Diamond Hand Media Group, we ask you to remember that at DHM, we don't only hold, we hold each other up. And right now is one hell of a time to flex those diamond hands. Appreciate each and every one of you that tune in. As I always say, it's because of you guys that this guy is possible, that this show is possible, and that our platform is possible. Can't thank you enough for spending your time with us. Don't know why you do, but it is highly appreciated. Thank you again to our guest of the day, Garrett. You're a legend. Appreciate all your knowledge and insights. We will catch you in the Discords. We will catch you in the VCs. We will catch you on the Twitter Spaces. But until then, my friends, peace and love.